every time. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Crypt Hour podcast. I'm your host, Papa Bones, here with.
I'm your co-host, Kushada.
Yeah, sorry.
But our other member, I don't know where he's at. I didn't even ask or tell him.
Hey, it's not our job to make sure he knows when this is happening. We told him it's every Saturday at 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean. But, just like every episode, we have prepared almost nothing.
Yeah,
and
we're the most unprepared for this kind of stuff. But...
Yeah, and material was prepared 5 minutes before we went live.
Yeah, so I think this podcast, unless you have other stuff to talk about, we're going to do some reviews on some games that me and him picked out, and we both have played a good amount of time into. Some will have a better description of the game, and than some. I guess you could say.
All right. Yeah, but before we get in that, I basically have 4 very easy to answer questions.
For me?
For both of us.
Oh, okay.
So, what is your favorite band? If you have a favorite.
Okay. It's not a band, but it's an artist. I mean,
same difference to me.
Yeah. My dad's probably gonna kill me and probably my younger brother, but it's not rock. He goes, but I think I've showed you him. I'm not sure. I might have. I'm not. Don't hold me on that. Night Lavelle. I like his music a lot.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's.
Sorry, there's a fucking spider on my ceiling right now.
His music's kind of like based on like bass, kind of. I don't know.
Oh shit! I missed. Keep going. I'm trying to kill the spider with a soda can by throwing it at my ceiling.
I mean, that's my favorite artist right now.
I got him!
Yeah, I could hear the fucking can.
I got him! Oh, and so there was a little bit of soda, and now my ceiling has soda on it. I'll clean that up later.
Oh, God, fuck.
Okay, and I guess follow up to that, do you have a favorite song from said artist? Or just a favorite song in general?
Let me,
I really don't know.
Remember the name of it.
Alright, that's fine. Just give me 1 second. This podcast is so professional.
Are you having fun?
I was cleaning the soda and spider off of my ceiling.
Alright, well, I have 2 favorite songs by him.
That's fine.
There's one called Bumblebee that
Alright.
I've really enjoyed by him, and then he has another one called Jonah of Arc.
Alright.
And those are my 2 favorite from him.
Alright, then I guess I will answer mine. So, my favorite band, I'm very, very into, like, the old school, like, bands. So it may not surprise anyone that my favorite band is Queen.
I mean, they're
and,
good.
Yeah, and my favorite song is not... Now, so anytime I say my favorite song, everyone, expects probably one of 3, like Bohemian Rhapsody or We Are the Champions or something. My favorite song is Princes of the Universe. And a close second to that is Killer Queen. Those are both great songs. My other question before we get into game reviews, and I don't know if you have an answer for this, do you have a favorite author? You don't read many books, so...
I don't know his name. The author for the book series that I've somewhat read and a book that I have fully read. The book that I have fully read was Aragon. There's also even a movie about it.
Aragon,
Yeah.
like spelled like air or like.
I think it's with an E. I mean, I could be wrong. It's been a long time. Uh, it's kind of like about this boy with a dragon he raises, and it's fucking crazy. It's really good. I don't remember the author because it was when I was a lot younger.
I'm trying to find that for you, but I am not having much luck with that. I put air horn. Well, but okay. That book sounds familiar. My favorite author, and I again might not surprise you considering how much I pretty much talk about my love of Cthulhu. My favorite author is H.P. Lovecraft, and my favorite book is Call of Cthulhu. But that's about. Those were really the only two questions I had prepped because I was just like, oh, I wonder if I don't know. I use this podcast more to learn about your guys' like other hobbies.
So, but the book series that I've read a good amount of was the Lord of the Rings series.
Who was that by again? Who did Lord of the Rings?
J.R.R. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I don't know if this is actually.
Oh, I fucking put Lord of the Flies. Uh-oh, that is the wrong movie. Oh, book. Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah.
That's right. He looks. The picture they have on him kind of looks kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. But I guess we can move right into the game reviews. I don't know where to start. I didn't really put these in any list. Like I wrote a list, but
yeah, I just kind of wrote them down as we were naming them off.
All right.
But what I have first was Gary's mod.
Okay. All right. So let's start with what we would give it as a rating, and I would give Gary's mod a 3 out of a 5.
Yeah, I would give it a. Well, I put about 1,000 hours in it, so I gotta give it a 4 because I enjoyed it a lot.
That's
A
perfectly
lot more
fine.
than I probably should have, but.
Well, I mean, it's a game that's definitely better if you are more into you're more creative. I'm not very creative,
I mean,
so
it wasn't really more of the creativeness. It's just there was a server that I put hella hours into.
Oh, I'm aware.
Which I don't want to talk about. But continue on with the review of the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we can do a brief description. Not that I doubt there's anyone who doesn't know what Gary's mod is.
Yeah, I mean, Gary's mod is like one of the most well-known games,
I think it's
alongside with Team Fortress.
Yeah, I think Gary's mod might be one of the most commonly owned games on Steam.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you the freedom to pretty much do whatever the hell you want, and I just kind of like that about the game a lot.
Yeah, but if we were to give a brief description, I'm taking this straight from Steam, but Gary's mod is a physics sandbox. There are no predefined aims or goals, and they give you the tools to just, like Ethan said, to literally let your wildest dreams come true. I mean, you can download mods and just do some really weird shit. There are roleplay servers, there are Trouble in Terrorist Town, there's murder, there's guest to prop hunt, there's the Gary's Mod Tower, which is a bunch of mini games. I personally have about how many hours am I sitting on? In Gary's Mod, I'm sitting at about 484 hours, and you are sitting at 873. Again, not really a problem, but Um, and in more in depth, I definitely enjoyed when we would play it. I mean,
We
I
just
liked playing the mini games. I liked doing the really shitty, scary maps.
yeah, I just feel like we kind of grew out of it, in my opinion.
Well, I mean that, and I mean, fuck, we've done almost anything we could have thought of.
Yeah, we've
Hell,
tried even
me and
coming
you,
back and
me,
doing shit.
yeah, me and you gotten Ferraris, attached lightsabers to them, and jousted.
Yep.
There was that time we were playing with Balin on that one map, and you and him were having a sniper battle, and I was off in the corner fucking off, and you guys find me, and I have a bathtub with a rocket that has babies strapped to it.
Yep.
So I mean, we've done a bunch, but it is a fun game. I It's one of those games I think everyone should at least try once. I mean, it's like $10 now, way cheaper than when I bought it.
Yeah. It was also a game by a developer that I didn't actually know that developed this game until I got Rust. I didn't know it
Yes,
was developed by Facepunch Studios, which I'm a big fan of Rust, which you know that. That's how we first pretty much met.
basically.
That's all I've done every time you came over. Just see me playing
You'd
Rust.
play Rust, I'd stand in your corner.
But I mean,
No, I mean, to this
it's a
day,
great
you now
game.
know why I stood in the corner, but I mean, it is still kind of still like it definitely is a weird thing to, um, you know, think about. But yeah, no, it's fun. I'd recommend. I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it. I mean, it's $10 on Steam right now, so it's not anything crazy. I mean, summer sale comes around, it'd probably be like $5, maybe cheaper.
Hmm. Hey, back when hey, it's cheaper than that's half the price when I bought it. I bought it when it was back when it was like $20.
I bought it for like 40, I think.
Ooh, there was a time it was at 40.
I, maybe it was 30. I could be wrong about that, but I remember when it was pricey and I bought it, and then like a couple days later it went on sale because it was the summer sale and it was like fucking $5,
Hmm.
and I was pissed about it.
Yeah, but yeah, I recommend it. Get even if you don't want to do any of the big servers, get it. Get a few friends, jump in a sandbox map, or do some of the really shitty, scary maps.
And get your own player models.
Yeah.
It's fun to just kind of chill out with friends. Why did we do it like the podcast setting in Gary's Mod? You know how funny that would have been.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like set up a pot. Could technically still do that.
We should try just to see.
Yeah, we could try. We could try it next podcast.
Spice things
That'd
up.
be it. Yeah, well, because they've got the cameras you can view yourself from. You could
Yeah.
actually do that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, we should try to set that up. See how well that works.
Alright, I'm down. I wish I was good enough to mod for Gary's mod. I'd love to make my own player model,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
but I'm no good with 3D modeling. I've
Nah,
tried.
yeah, I mean, I have a little experience in it, but not with characters.
Yeah. Well then, what's the next game on our list?
I have Starbound on my list.
Okay. Starbound, a game that has had. I like Starbound. Now, don't get me wrong. The problem is Starbound. It kind of runs like shit all the time
Yeah.
because it's poorly optimized, which is a shame because Starbound is a fucking amazing game. Its soundtrack is beautiful. The mod community for that game is crazy. They've had a lot of updates back from when I mean, I got the game on release, and now you get to the current day where you can get mechs and fly in space, or uh, fucking get your own space station, which I never got to do. Um,
We got our own space station.
I don't think we did anything with it though.
Nah, we didn't, but we did get it.
Yeah. Again, so like I've discussed with you my rating. 3 is basically I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anything outstanding. I think I'd give Starbound 3 out of 5.
I will also give it a 3 out of 5. It's really one of the only like 2D games I like that's like this and
Yeah,
enjoyed. I did not like Terraria or Terraria, however people
doesn't
pronounce
matter.
it, because I know they pronounce it two different ways.
Yeah,
Um, but which you already know, I hate that game. Never liked
yeah.
it. But this I like a lot. It was fun. It was very beautiful. Great
Maybe
soundtrack.
one day we'll go back and finish it.
Maybe.
Probably not. I do recommend it though. If you like, but my thing is if you liked Terraria, or even if you didn't, give it a try. It's a lot of fun. Definitely play it with friends.
Yeah,
Uh,
that I can
like any
back that
survival game.
because I did not like Terraria at all. I still don't fucking like it. But I like Starbound a lot, so I would highly recommend it. It might get you into the games a little more.
Yeah.
Plus,
Listen.
it's a space exploration game in a way.
Yeah. Though now the reason I don't give it a 4 is as good as its potential is, it doesn't capitalize on a lot of things. So without mods, all of the races play the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we downloaded the fracking universe mod, which gives each race a unique style or like unique abilities. They have a unique diet. It makes each race feel unique. Each race specializes in certain weapons. That's the way to play the game. But the soundtrack is very nice. I own the soundtrack separately.
Uh,
Um, and the art style is very good for the like it's got your basically 16-bit style pixel graphics, but they convey a lot of detail.
yeah, they did put a lot of work into it.
Hmm. Not
But
optimizing it though.
yeah, but
That's about all I can say about it. I
yeah,
mean,
that's really
I
all.
don't know how the story ends. I never finished it.
Yeah, but
Gotten close.
yeah, we'll conclude Starbound at 3 out of 5.
Yeah, a total of 3 out of 5 because we both gave it out of the 3 of 5. Gary's mod, I would say, would be a
3.5.
yeah, because you gave it a 4, but I gave it a 5.
Um, I got Payday 2 next, which
All right.
this is gonna be a little more interesting to hear from Trevor.
Okay, so let's talk about Payday 2. Before we start talking about it, let me go to Steam real quick. So I'm sitting at a total of 247 hours. You are sitting at 55 hours.
Yeah.
I have the most hours in Payday out of everyone, not just in our group, out of everyone on my Steam friends list. I love Payday 2. It's a good game if you enjoy kind of more, well, not even so much if you enjoy well, yeah, I guess if you enjoy stealth, but also if you enjoy kind of, I don't really know how to put it. If you've ever wanted to be a criminal but don't want to get arrested in real life, is how I'd put it. You can't tell me you haven't thought about it. Probably not. I have. But the I before I get too in depth, I would give it a 4 out of 5.
um, See, so when you first like kind of told me about it, uh, I didn't really have too much of an interest in it, but I gave it a try anyways. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 because I mean I like the game a lot. Don't get me wrong; it's very fun. I like the whole like where you can rob banks, sneak around, or you go loud and proud in certain missions. You can't do it in all
Yeah,
of them. Um, I like the kind of like the customization you get to like your own like hideout, your character, your mask, your guns.
Jesus Christ, there are so many fucking masks.
Yeah,
A lot of
and
guns.
uh, they do offer a shitload of DLCs for the game. I
Speaking of which, there is a total of. Give me 1 second.
57.
Yes. Yeah, 57 DLCs. There's a lot. Most of which will add a few new missions, a few new guns, masks. But I definitely like Payday a lot as the mechanics are very well, they're good. I'm not going to say the game doesn't have its bugs, occasionally a guard will spot you through a wall. Um I don't know how many times that's happened to us. But it's a fun game to play with. Definitely play it with friends. You can get into a lot of mischief with that game. Um, but I will say all the guns feel nice to shoot. Um, there's a lot of customization to your guns,
Yep.
but I mean, coming from someone with as many hours as I have in it, it is not a perfect game, but it's fun. I would recommend it. I don't really have like I like how we were like some of these will have in depth. Really, they won't. The only in depth thing I can say is mechanic wise, it is nice. I mean, there are things I wish that were done a bit different. I actually played it recently with Balin. They added something that should have been there day one.
What?
So when you press tab, it tells you how many more radios you can answer.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
I
That
didn't
should
know the people that made Payday 2 done Dead by Daylight.
really.
Yeah, I went to their Steam page and it's on their Steam page.
Overkill. Wow. Shit. I didn't know that. Damn. What's next on our list?
Oh, let me pull it up here. Ooh, Arma 3.
All right. So before we get into it, what would I give Arma? I think I have to give Arma a 3 out of 5. It's good. It's nothing like super outstanding, but it's good and fun.
Um, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, so put it at 3.5, I believe.
Yeah, we have nothing that has hit a 4 yet.
Uh, that I mean, I have what 431.4 hours into the game. Uh,
A lot.
yeah, I was part of a shitload of units. It's more of a game for people that are more into like the military, like want to like go into the military or something like that, or like have a big interest in it. But
Which
don't
I mean,
actually
again,
want to
that's
go.
more why I don't give it a higher one. Is like I like playing the game, but I'm just not super into it.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of you do get the sandbox. Like you get to do kind of like whatever you pretty much want, just modern day in a way.
Yeah.
But it's more people use it for like being like in a unit and like actually quote unquote being in the military. They use like actual military tactics, quote unquote training. Like they train people on like pretty much how to do everything you can do in the game like you would in
He's
real
so
life.
fucking he's so fucking close. 15 more.
What?
15 more hours and he hit 6,000.
Yeah, our buddy Bro, he has what, 6,000, about 6,000 hours into it.
Yep, 50. Currently he has 5,985. 15 more hours, he'll hit 6,000. We're gonna throw him a party when he does.
He's someone I met in a unit when I played Arma. I don't fully remember how I even got into this unit and met him, but I just remember being in the unit and they put me and him together and we just started talking and all of that. And I eventually added him to the Discord to meet Trevor, Austin, and my little brother, Fallon. And he's just kind of been in our group since.
Yeah. He's the unofficial fourth member of the Toy Box Kingdom. No, I can't say that. I'd say he's official at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's been with us for quite some time now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even though we don't really get to play too many games with him, I mean,
it's because all he does is fucking play Arma.
Yeah, he plays a lot of Arma and like Star Wars Battlefront.
Jesus Christ. I think the last game I played with him that wasn't Arma was Blackwake. And that was for like 10 minutes.
Back to the game.
Sorry.
It's an in-depth military simulation game. I would recommend playing it if you have an interest in it.
I would recommend playing it if you don't. If you just want a really realistic shooter.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
If you want PTSD without the risk of actually dying, just play Arma.
Yeah, Arma offers a lot. There's plenty of DLC for the game that you can pick up. It adds a bunch of new content.
Dude, they were giving away the go-kart DLC for free the other day. I already own that DLC.
Yeah, I do too. There's lots of awesome mods out there that will improve the game even more. I mean, it will slow down your game if you don't have a good enough computer, but
fucking base game will slow down if you don't have a good enough computer.
Yeah, it is a demanding game. It is quite on the pricey side. It's $30 plus the DLCs if you want them. I mean,
DLC, yeah, bigger DLCs go from anywhere from $20 to even $50.
See, it goes from two technically to $28 max.
That's still a decent amount.
But there's 13 different DLCs in the game, so.
Yep. But I'd recommend it.
I do too. A lot of people enjoy the game. That's all I got to say really about the game.
Yeah. We're so fucking good at reviewing things.
I know. Hey, I mean, we learn as we go.
We got at least 30 more minutes of this.
Well, we're not even halfway through the list.
Alright, then let's fucking pick up the pace.
Our next one is a game that Austin loves, Counter-Strike Go.
I will give CSGO a 2 out of 5.
I will give it a 2 also out of 5.
Alright. So, now the hard part. Would you recommend it? I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean...
And my reason being is that CSGO is a very, very competitive game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a first-person shooter, but my problem is that it's so competitive that the community at this point has just become this toxic, disgusting cesspool.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can be fun to play if you have a full group of 5 people of, like, your friends playing it, but...
Well, yeah, because then you can just dick around.
Yeah, but if, like, you're playing it kind of, like, solo or just with another friend, it's not that fun, because, I mean, you still get in a match with a bunch of dickhead teammates, and they just fucking shit-talk you, because if you're just trying to have fun and just dick around...
Yeah. Also, if you get a lucky shot, you might get vac banned like Austin.
Yeah.
kills someone through a smoke, they accuse him of cheating. Valve doesn't fucking review anything, and he just gets banned permanently.
Yeah, you could easily get back banned. I don't know if they've really changed anything about that,
Probably not.
but yeah, it's super easy to get back banned in that game. People do hack literally all the time though, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's not a game.
People are fucking hacking in casual. Like,
Yeah, it's not a. I mean, I can't really say too much because me and Austin went through a phase where we were like, "Fuck it, let's get some hacks and just shit on some kids in casual." So we done that, but
disgusting.
I mean, I did hack a little competitive, but I didn't tell you guys. But
Truth comes out. Who gives a shit? CS:GO is a shitty game.
Yeah, it really is. That's why I died, because I really didn't give a shit.
No, to be fair, yeah, I said you would have cared if you got back banned, though.
Austin was butthurt when he got back banned, though. That's why
Well,
he made
yeah,
a
'cause, like,
completely
90%
different
of
Steam
games-
account and
Yeah.
downloaded it and bought it again.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is you get VAC banned, 90% of games on Steam use VAC servers. So if you get fucking banned in that, you just can't play a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say. It's a shitty game. I wouldn't recommend it.
but if you do play it, don't get a gambling addiction by opening cases like me.
Yeah, you will spend a lot of money on that game if you want to get some dope ass skins that you won't ever get.
I think in cases I've spent at least $80.
I've probably spent a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
Oh shit.
Dude, I hope Valorant doesn't have cases. Probably does. Alright, what's next on the list?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Alright, so I'm also gonna give Siege a 2 out of 5.
Okay.
What are you gonna give it?
I want to give. I want to give it a 4, but I can't because I don't have an interest in the game anymore, and to me, I feel like it's died and kind of shitty.
So,
now.
what, 3?
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Okay. Alright, so how do we do that? Okay, so overall, we'll say it has a 2.5. That's fine. I would not recommend it.
God, this is hooked up because I used to love the shit out of Siege.
Yeah, you did.
Fuck. I mean, it's kind of like, in a way, CS:GO. It's very competitive based.
Its community has also turned into a toxic cesspool.
Yeah, that and a lot of the new operators they've released, I don't like a lot.
They're usually just bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit new operators.
Well, and then there's some that I don't. Who's the guy who has special abilities? He puts sunglasses on. That's real. That's real.
Are you talking about Jackal, the guy that can see foot tracks?
No. There's a guy who actually just puts sunglasses on and he's immune to flashbangs. That's his special ability.
Oh, I don't know. It must be a pretty new operator.
I swear to God, he's called
Warden.
like the. Yeah, as I said, I was like, I swear to God, he's called like Warden or like the Governor or something. He looks like Commissioner Gordon from Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna recommend this game unless you're into competitive games. It's kind of like CS:GO. That's why I kind of needed to get out of it. I mean, I was fairly decent at the game, but
I could be decent if I gave a shit enough.
yeah, that I recently played it back because of one of our very first stream. Little brother was like 1v1 me. I was like, okay, fine.
Did you?
No, because I wanted to play a couple matches to warm back up, but after I played those couple matches, I got off.
You remembered why you stopped playing?
Yeah, and I really didn't want to get hooked back onto it because it's not fun. I mean, I might end up going back to it when they release that new game mode they're talking about because it's like an outbreak, supposed to be like zombies, I think, maybe. But
I will go back when the requirement has been made.
Are you talking about that operator?
You tell me the moment there's a robot, I'll come play. I don't even give a shit what his ability is. His ability is he shits on the floor and I'll play.
I think it's about to get there though, because I
Ah,
mean, it's
shit!
getting, we're like they've released like some new operators that are like Space Force troops.
See, I make the joke. I still wouldn't. I don't like Siege.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I might go back and check out is when they release that. Other than that, I probably won't actually play it again. I might just play it just to see what that new game mode.
That's what you did with Outbreak.
I like Outbreak though. If they kept it, I would have probably still been playing the game. But
I never got to try it, so.
Yeah, me and Ro played the hell out of it. I enjoyed it.
What's next on this list? I want to move on. I want to see if any game on this list gets higher than a 3.5.
We got The Forest.
Alright, I'm going to give The Forest 2.
I'm going to give it a 3 because I enjoy the game still a little, and I do have an interest still in the game. I want to complete it, even though I already know how it ends.
So, here is my I will say. So, would you recommend it?
I would recommend it.
All right. So this is our first split. I would not. Now, I'm gonna get into why. So my problem with The Forest is how many times have we started The Forest?
I mean, a lot because every time me and you personally, I mean, we probably didn't start it too many times unless we deleted it and didn't come back to it for a long time.
Yeah.
But we did go through a phase where we constantly restarted because no one, like, when we got everybody on and played, some people left and never showed back up, so we were like, fuck, let's restart. And then we restart and then they show back up and then...
Yeah. So that's my problem is I believe The Forest with too many people is the reason I do not like this game. I think The Forest should be played with maybe you and one other person. And maybe that's what we should do. Because we had that one world where it was just me and you, and I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Then once we started adding more people in, I just stopped enjoying it. Because it no longer becomes manage your supplies, it becomes more make sure everyone has something to do.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't really do that in the game, which I understand that. Which I understand why you wouldn't recommend it. If you have a big group of friends, like I think it goes up to 4 to 8 people, I would not go over 2. 2 would be like all you need.
Yeah, like so the reason I would give it 2 is I like the game, but I think I need to have the experience I want to, or like a good experience with the game before I ever consider recommending it to somebody.
I mean, I've had good experience with it, and that's just because where me and you played. I wouldn't recommend it because of having more people. I think I agree with you on that part a lot. Because it kind of ruined the game for me and you both. Because I know me and you were pretty excited for it, and they're about to release the second one.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to beat it, and maybe that's what we should do. Is we should just do a world where it's just me and you, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think that might give me the experience I want. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I already know how it ends, but I still want to play through it.
Like, I don't know how it ends. So.
I mean, I've seen the last bit of
it. Yeah. You said you were watching like a tip video, and it fucking spoiled the ending for you.
Yeah, at the start of the fucking video.
Like, damn.
I'm like, who the fuck just starts a video off that without saying there's gonna be spoilers in it? Like, I'm drinking. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's all right. Anyway, let's move on to our next game.
Dead by Daylight.
Holy fucking shit! This game sucks. I legit 1 out of 5.
I agree, 1 out of 5. Even though me and you fucking loved the game when it first came out.
All right, so
excellent fucking game when it first came out.
Okay, all right. I would not recommend it. Now here's my fucking problem with this game. Okay, when the game came out, it was really fun. It was all the killers felt balanced and all the survivors felt balanced. As the game got more DLC, the killers started becoming overpowered. Survivors started getting like weird abilities or like things that would make other things way too broken. And again, community just kind of fucking got real toxic.
Yeah.
Which sucks that we don't like this game, because we were just talking about one of the newest DLCs that has Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome. Maybe one day we'll go back and give the game another try. I doubt it.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. Unless they actually fucking be like, hey, yeah, we fixed all the killers. Everybody's balanced again. But
I mean, they may have done that. I don't read the patch notes.
I don't either, but...
But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm done. I want to move on.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this game. Fun at first, but it's shit.
That's our lowest rated one. Just got a solid 1.
Alright. Moving on to the next game. We got Killing Floor 2 up.
I will give Killing Floor a 3.
I will also give it a 3.
Alright. So I would recommend it. Oh, sorry. So, Killing Floor 3 is a game that, much like its name may sound, you just kill zombies. You just kill zombies.
Yeah.
There is a bunch of fun guns and grenades, and a lot of the maps are very fun. It's a good... Honestly, Killing Floor is a fun game if you have had a shitty day.
Yeah, it's a way to, like, get a lot of stress out, because, like, you're just sitting there mowing down hordes of fucking zombies and shit.
Then you'll get to the bosses, and some of the bosses are bullshit.
But it's still good.
Fuck that guy, the fucking fat dude with the armor.
Yeah.
Fuck that boss.
But I also recommend the game. Great to play with friends. Me and Trevor play it, and we always have a blast when we play it.
Yeah, there's usually a lot of my screaming involved. That's 90% of any game we play. I just scream.
I do too sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Left 4 Dead 2.
I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
It takes a lot to impress me. Now, I would recommend it.
Yeah.
And so, Killing Floor, not much like Killing Floor, but Left 4 Dead 2, I feel like everyone knows, but zombie survival game, your main objective is to go through each part of the map, trying to get to the safe room while keeping your team alive. The game is highly requires teamwork. And it can either be really like a decently scary game if you play it on realism, like we do, or you can mod it like your brother does, where everything is a Teletubby or anime girl. And we did that at once, but I feel like it ruins the game.
Yeah, it was fun there for a bit, just as a meme. But I prefer without the mod, really.
Yeah, like, I occasionally go back and I prefer playing it, but the only mods I like are, like, high-quality gun textures and stuff.
Yeah.
But, again, that's it. We're basically just speedrunning these now, but that's fine. What's on next?
Dawn of War, Warhammer 40k.
Alright, so this may or may not surprise you, but it's also just gonna get a 3 out of 5.
I'll give it a 3 out of 5 too.
Now, that's not saying it's not bad or boring. It's very fun. I love Dawn of War.
Yeah, this is like the older game, like
Not Dawn of War 3, Dawn of War 1.
yeah, Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2. And that's where we're at right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So they're fun strategic games on lines of like StarCraft or Age of Empires or fucking Empire Earth. They're but if you like Warhammer and you like strategy games, pick it up. It's fucking dirt cheap.
Yeah. The only thing I have to say that's shitty about it is the AI in it.
Oh yes. Okay, so as it's an old strategy game, your jumps go from easy to which you will stomp them, normal where you'll either stomp them or have a difficult fight, hard where you'll have a very difficult fight, but they will not, like 85% of the chance they'll win. Then you have max difficulty where within 5 seconds they just have a full army at your base and there is no chance of winning.
Yeah, it's a very tough game when you bump up the AI a lot. We play on what normal or like where
We
it's
play on
50,
normal.
50.
Yeah. I
And
want
we
to play
still
on
kinda
hard, but it's so difficult.
Yeah, I mean, we still somewhat struggle, but it's not that bad of a struggle. And when we go play hard, it's just we're fucked up.
But I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Only if you really like strategy games or
And
if you like
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
Now, again, I love this game. Don't get me wrong, but a 3 out of 5.
I'll also give it a 3 out of 5. It's not a game I thought I would honestly like too much.
I didn't think you were gonna like it that much.
But
So,
it's pretty fun.
Stardew Valley is by far one of the weirdest game on this list. It is a farming simulator with a little bit of fighting when you go down in the caves and such. There is a what?
And a love story.
Yes. I was gonna say and a dating sim. You have several bachelors and bachelorettes. Fun fact about Stardew Valley: you can be gay if you want. So hey, made by Chucklefish, the developers of or the publishers of Starbound. It's also kind of a 2D pixel style game, but it's very fun. It's a game you play if you want to relax. But be careful if you are into those games, it will suck up all of your day.
Yeah, it definitely will.
First week we had it, we put in like 16 hours.
Something like that.
It was crazy. But I recommend it if you like a more relaxed experience.
Yeah, it's a relaxing game.
And it is technically moddable. I just haven't messed with mods too much. I don't feel like it really needs them.
Yeah, you know more about the game than I do, so I can't really say a whole lot.
But yeah, and I guess it goes without saying there is multiplayer, which is very fun with a friend. Really, honestly, the multiplayer makes the game a bit more manageable because you're not stressing on what you can get done in one day. But that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about the game. I mean, it's good, but like I don't have too much time into the game. I mean, I have 18 hours, but
it's fine.
But the Wild 8 is our next game on the list.
I'm gonna go with a 2.
I'm gonna go with a 2.5 on this one.
So the Wild 8 is a very hard survival game.
Super hard.
Ridiculously hard. I believe the game is quite literally meant for you to play with a minimum of 4 friends. It's very fun. Its art style is nice, but it is ridiculously hard. That's really all I can say. I can't recommend it, but I wouldn't also tell people to stay away from it.
Yeah, I mean, so I would recommend it if you
have friends.
If you have a big group of friends that also want to play it.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
fair.
it's just you and somebody else, I wouldn't recommend
unless
it.
you're gods at survival games.
Yeah, unless you're good at them. I mean, I'm good at them, but this is like next level to me. I mean, I'm not that great.
It's that next level shit.
Yeah, it's a good game. We're not saying it's bad.
No,
It's just
dude,
super
I
fucking
can't
fun.
say it's bad. We waited like 2 years for this game to come out.
Yeah, we heard it about on Game Jolt, right?
Yep, we
And
played the demo from Game Jolt.
yeah, we fucking loved it. We're like, fuck, why didn't I beat it?
I'm pretty sure we both fucking put money towards the Kickstarter.
I think so. I mean,
I
probably not
think we
too
both
much, but
Yeah, I think we both did like the $5 like Kickstarter thing.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but
that's all I got to say, really.
yeah, what's on the next list?
You mean next on the list?
Shut up.
we got Black Wake.
All right. I'd give it a 3 out of 5.
I'll give it a yeah, a 3 out of 5.
So
recommend
Black.
it.
Yes, I'd recommend it if you like naval-based combat. If you like the combat and Sea of Thieves, basically, you'd like this game.
Yeah, it's just full on PvP.
I say you get some interesting interactions from people, but it's fun. Matches don't last too long.
Yeah, you get customization too in it to like your characters. Do you get customization for your boats? I've never played the captain.
I don't think you get to choose what boat you deploy and you can paint it,
Well,
but that's
slight
about it.
customization to your boat if you're the captain.
It's not like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, see, yeah, I'm excited to play that with you.
I fucking goddamn! I'm so pissed this computer can't run it.
Just
Or it
because
can't.
have...
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. It's fine. Just 1 month. I can wait that long.
We got
Anyway.
4 more games and we got like 8 more minutes.
I technically have 3 other games we didn't think about, but oh no, sorry, 2. But don't worry about it. We'll speed run the rest of these.
For the king.
I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5.
I give it a 3 out of 5. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a.
It's a board game that each playthrough you unlock more pieces to.
Yeah, you get equipment and such and blah blah blah.
And it's randomly generated every time. So
yeah.
you get you get several classes. There's different campaigns. We haven't finished one because we suck at it. Moving on.
Chivalry.
I'm actually gonna give Chivalry a 2.5.
I give it a fucking 1. I hate the game.
That's alright.
Even though someone bought it for me and gave it to me, I still fucking despise the game. Even though I was excited for it.
So, I think the game had a lot of potential. The problem being is it wasn't well executed. I feel like maybe it's not the best optimized, and it's not fun. But the reason I give it a 2.5 is there's one game mode that I like, which is the Horde mode, which is pretty fun.
I've not played that, but everything he said is true. The game's kind of not well executed. It does have a lot of potential for the game, but
just get Mordwa. It's good chivalry.
Black Desert Online.
I give it a 3 out of 5.
I also give it a 3 out of 5.
So, Black Desert is an MMO that has action-based combat, meaning you're more involved. All of your spells are based on a combo system, which is really fun.
Yeah.
Enemies have red zones, which are basically where their attacks are. You can avoid them, you can block them. A lot of classes.
There is mounted combat. Your combos are actually based on your movement, like the way you're moving and the way you're like. I think your mouse is involved a little in it too. I'm not.
Some of them, yeah. I would recommend it if you like MMOs. They're supposedly getting ready to launch a big update, adding dungeons, raids, more world bosses. I'm hoping because I want an excuse to play more Black Desert.
Yeah, that's
Um,
something I look forward to going back and check it out.
all right.
Uh, I think the last thing on our list that I had is PUBG, Players Unknown Battlegrounds.
I'd give it a 2.5.
I give it a two.
That's valid. Um, so the reason I give it a 2.5 is it when it came out, it was pretty decent.
Yep.
Not very well optimized. I don't think it is still. Um, but the problem I have with it is one, that's a game that's very easy to be that people hack in. You can get banned very easily, and it's just not that fun.
Yeah, it's not a fun game. I mean, it was nice when it first came out, but Fortnite not long after it came out. After that, I believe, right?
Oh, we both played Fortnite. Do you want to give a quick fucking review on that?
It's a fucking shitty game. Don't play it. You
All
ruin
right,
every
fair enough.
game you touch if you ever touch Fortnite. So don't play it.
You're not entirely wrong, and I have more hours in it than you do because Balin kept bringing me back into it, and I'd play for a week, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot I fucking hate this shit.
Yeah, Fortnite's an absolute shit fucking game. It has ruined a lot of shooters because of it. But
If people, anyone who's played it basically has and has gone to another shooter has acquired the bad habit of jumping.
yeah, they jump like literally the entire time they're in combat. It's fucking the dumbest and stupidest fucking shit. My roommate's
Balin.
calling me.
Oh
Fuck him.
shit. All right. But yeah, PUBG just. Eh,
Yeah,
I haven't played it any time recently. Maybe it's decent. I just don't have an interest in it. I get burnt out on fucking battle royales too fast.
I do too. I mean, Call of Duty Warzone. I mean, that's a pretty good one so far. It's
I
probably
I
my
have not,
favorite.
I haven't played in a while, but I do enjoy it. But so that was the last on yours. But as you just mentioned, Modern Warfare. We both have played.
Um,
I would give Modern Warfare a 3.5 out of 5.
I I will give it a four because even though I kind of got out of liking Call of Duty and shit, uh,
It, I say
it,
it brought you back.
yeah, it brought me back. I mean, I used to be a big fan of Call of Duty. I fucking loved it, but ever since they got really sci-fi-ish with the new Call of Duties, I despised it. It was never the same again.
That's about how it was. I was super into Black Ops 1 and all three Modern Warfares, and then I just dropped off. This one I wasn't expecting to like as much, but the 1 week I played Warzone when it came out convinced me to buy it, and I love it. It's a good one. Now, so our highest rating is 3.5. Nothing went higher because I am very picky and critical with games.
I mean, I am too. I mean, I don't think I have probably a game on my Steam that I would give a five.
I don't think I have anything I'd give a 5 to. Oh, fuck, I know what I'd give a 4 to, though.
What?
Age of Empires 2!
Yeah, well, I would have to give it a 3.5. I've played a lot of strategy games.
Alright, so it's still a 3.5. Nothing will be. The highest rating for me, though, is Age of Empires. Totally accurate Battlegrounds. 10 out of 5.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know any other game I could think of that would be a 5.
Out of my Steam list, I don't think I have a 5. I'm sure I have a 4 somewhere in there. Other than Age of Empires, but
those were just games that me and him have played together.
I'd say, and there are a few we haven't, but it's the ones that I didn't re-add is stuff we haven't put enough time into where I could form a full.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that we didn't put in this like 20 fucking list of games that we wanted to review. Even though they're not really much of a review of the game, it's just kind of our opinion of what we think about it. But
Yeah, no. If if we were gonna do reviews, I'd need like 6 hours to write all of them.
yeah, that and it wouldn't be fucking probably 18. It'd probably be a little less than that.
Yep.
Because then we have to go in depth and like look could probably replay and
That'd be a fucking 5-hour podcast.
yeah.
And we try to keep these a minimum an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, the whole time we've been doing this podcast, like I love doing this podcast, but the entire time we're doing it, I'm like, man, I can't wait till this is over so I can go play video games.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm thinking about doing the segment where we're just playing video games.
Well, listen, I mean,
because I feel like that might be a little better than the podcast because we're actually screaming.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Have you figured out what game, what your first game you want to do on stream is? I guess it's got to be something you can. Basically, you need to test what the limit is.
Well,
of like,
if we get once you get Sea of Thieves up and working, I think we should try to stream that. I think that'd be a fun game to stream.
I think it would be too. I mean, I know a few that would be interesting.
I mean, I have a couple, but there's some that I really want to do more than others.
I have one that I specifically want to do just because I know it'll be awful.
What?
I want to fucking Don't Starve. That game, the entire time we play it, is us screaming. What is that?
Well, I think this wraps up this
The
podcast.
alligator's gonna shoot bees at you!
Yeah.
That was good.
Kind
I
of
think it was
speed
good.
ran some of them, but...
Well, I mean...
Hey, we're not professional at any of this shit.
No, we're really not.
Even though that our Twitch profile might be a little nice looking and stuff, we're not...
Listen, it being nice... Listen, if I dressed up in a tux, I would look nice. You think I'd still be considered a professional, though, the moment they heard me talk? They'd be like, uh-oh. Oh shit, this poor person is infiltrated. But, would you like me to... You outroed the last one, I'll do this one.
No, if you want.
Oh, I feel like it's fun alternating, because, I mean... But, thank you all for joining us for the Crypt Hour. I'm terribly sorry this one was definitely a shit show.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't probably anything interesting to listen to. I mean...
I don't think any of our podcasts are interesting.
Probably not, but hey, fuck.
But to be fair, I think our whole premise for the podcast was it's just a way for us to get excuse for an hour to talk without playing games.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
But, alright, turn this shit off.